Hey, they are back from a week's vacation. Had the fight, everything. Well, man's back in town. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, the dynamic duo is back. Even though certain people was thinking we're not going to be back, I don't know why that was, because you can't break up something that's ordained by the Most High. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you the most magical show on the planet Earth. The show where my bro just eats food like, bro, like he's advertising someone's shop or something. I don't know what's the matter with him, to be honest with you. But ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you and say to you in the magical words, the now magical words: dream it, believe it, become it.
Coming up. You know the rules.
What God, Spence?
You know the rules.
The rules is that you're eating all the time. Nothing ain't changed.
Right. That's right. Well, you putting this thingy back, boy. I have to eat.
All right, let me just bring up the people then. Old tight Steve Bailey in the building. John Barrow, James Morrison, Rob Mayer, John Smith, Off Cut Greens, Just Observing, Bobby Wright, the one and only Foundation, Man Like King Reds, 109, Miss Ringside, never late to the class for 2 weeks running. Daniel Grace, Philip Answer, Lee S, Yemi X, Andre Bukenya, the one and only Andre, Coach Martin Good in Boxing Nutrition. How you doing, sir?
Big up,
Performance and skill. Big up, Martin. Ryan Marengo, I see you, bro. YNWA. Yeah. All right, cool. I like that. NWA. Uber Steve. Tunde is in the building. Tunde K, I call him. Ben Jackson. Sammy Ali in the house. AAV Developments. Elliot Francis. What's that? Yon About Mate. I hope I'm saying that right. Yon About Mate. And the one and only, the first man in the dance, Bumba Clout Boxing. Yeah. All right, listen. I was reading the comments before I come in. I was getting bare joke. People like, can we address last week's situation and the reason for the cutoff? Don't worry about that. But I keep telling you. You know someone, Spencer, let me give you a joke. Someone messaged me. Remember, it was fight week. I were in no games. That's why last week I was not playing. Someone messaged me on a Monday morning, and I'm quite sure he's watching tonight. He was like, nah, Tundi. Nah, you're wrong for that. All this, bear in mind, it was some long message, which I didn't even get to the end. I actually read the end, and the end of the message said about it takes a village to raise a family. Allow that toxic thing. You know what I did next? Block. See you later. That's what I done. I blocked about 4 men. Because I'm like, bro, let me explain something to everybody. The thing about a family is that a family cannot always, I'm quite sure if you live in your house, it's not always sunshine and roses. It's not. You're lying if you say it is. There has to be some point that there's gonna be some misunderstanding. That's all it is. And then you go to sleep, you wake up, boom. If you want to carry feelings, I'm not that guy. I don't carry feelings. I will go to bed, wake up, and we move forward. That's it. So thank you for the guy. Thank you for the guy that wanted to have an opinion. But there is one guy, Spence, I'm not gonna lie. I respect him because he made a comment to me on social. I'm gonna get his name because the way that he ended the message, I was like, yeah, salute. I didn't even reply him because obviously I was concentrating on the fight. But his name was, I think it was, I get so much. Yes, Mr. Joseph Ross. He sent a message to me, and the way he ended it was said in love. And that's how you make a comment. If there's something, if you've got opinion on family members and you are a neutral, you don't start saying he's wrong or he's right or she's wrong or shit. You just say your point and say where you're coming from. Because most of the comments, not that I got many, but most of the comments, they're not coming from a right place. So the man was like, bro, everything I'm saying is saying love. And I was like, I wish I could answer you back, but my focus is the fight. Joe Kadua, congratulations to young Joe. Bruv, Joe's moving serious. He's moving excellent, and the journey continues. So well done, Joe Kadua. His brother played, I've seen all the videos they're sending me. His brother was at West Ham, played for West Ham today. Yeah, it's definitely today because they're all there. Even Ade's there with his little boys. And look at this, Spence. On the screen. Gideon Kadua, live, West Ham, Joe's brother. Everyone's proud. Big up Gideon Kadua, doing big things for the Hammers. And may it long continue. Anyway, let's get busy, Spence, because you're there eating, chewing. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's in your head. Talk, what's going on? What's on today's show? Big up Sugar Ray, big up Nathan Bailey. He said, bro, let's talk about Galal Yafao. Listen, that you is a serious you. I like his energy. I like his confidence. Obviously, he's an Olympic gold medalist, so that goes without saying. They don't give out Olympic gold medals in sweetie shops. But what a performance by the young man.
The youth can fight.
Bro, and it's just the swagger. The swagger is incredible. The swagger was incredible.
And it's not only that, it's how they got him. Yes. Remember, they threw him in hard. He was fighting 10 rounders straight off of the bat.
Yes.
He turned pro, he was fighting 10 rounders straight. Like, we ain't got no time to waste. If you're going to go where you go, you're in the lighter divisions. If you're going to do what we believe that you can go and do, you're going to have to fight. They threw him in the deep end, and he's swimming.
Bro, he dispatched of what's this boy's name? Sorry, don't mean to be disrespectful. He dispatched of Tommy Frank
like he was nothing
in 90 seconds.
Like it was nothing.
The same Tommy Frank that lost to Jay Harris in 10 rounds. It took Jay Harris 10 rounds.
Yep.
And my man just rolled him over. He just rolled him over like a my boy.
No, listen, that's why you got to give your fight all the props in the world.
Remember, he was fighting the Mexican guy in his debut, and we done the watch along. I done the watch along. I can't remember where you were. Yeah, I forgot you were somewhere. You might have even been at the fight. But I was saying, you might have taken these Mexican man for joke. And he dispatched him. I mean, stopped him in the 5th round. That was his debut. And I was like, you're matching this kid too fast, too quickly. But he's showing his levels.
He belongs. Listen, all credit in the world to the you. You know what I mean? All credit in the world to you, because I remember I did a lot when over the Olympics. I did a lot, so I got to speak about him a lot on Sky, BBC, and also Channel 5. I've done a lot, and that Great Britain TV thing. And like, as Bobby Wright saying, he's serious. And big up Bobby Wright as well. He phoned me in the week. He said, Spence, I've got a ringside. Do you want to come up to Birmingham? But I said, Birmingham far, bro. You know what I mean? Otherwise, I'd have been there. So big up Bobby Wright. But no, give your fight all the credit in the world, because how he puts his shots together. And it's like, remember, he comes from a fighting family anyway.
Yeah,
right?
3 generations.
3 generations. So, and they all, those are the guys that like to put hands on you. They don't want to box too pretty, or they want to smash you how they fight. So you can tell because Gayal, he be like, I always watch Holyfield, and you can see like they all looked up to the bigger brother. You know what I mean? A fair play, big brother become world champion. They all follow. I like all of them. They're cool brothers as well, nice kids. You know what I mean? The Yemenis descent. They're nice brothers. So I wish him all the best in his career, Ton, because I like how he's going. I like how he's trotting, and not only that, but he's patient but aggressive.
Yeah.
I mean, But even though he clap at my guy in like 90 seconds, but he's patient with it. He's not no rush. He's finding himself, and he's going to be a nightmare for many man. I tell you that now for nothing.
Yeah. The first man, Soulboy saying he's not a youth, he's 30. And you know what? That stood out to me yesterday. You know? I was like, bro, this brother's not, he's not a youth. He's 30 years old. He needs to get a move on. And I guess that's why they are moving him. Because if you look at the levels now, I would say he's not quite Sonny Edwards, Bam Bam level yet. But he may just be a little bit. You understand what I'm saying? Give him a year and he might be Sonny Edwards, Bam Bam level. Just a year, 12 months. I think he's that kind of talent. But he's definitely British. All these British European. That's some joke. That's a joke for Gala. He should just. I don't know how they're gonna hold him back, and he's got the potential to go very far. But again, it's one of those cases where are you gonna try to do a Lemachenko with him after 6 fights, or are you just gonna be steady, take your time, don't rush him, and go from there? It'd be interesting to see his journey. Moving before we talk about the main topics, which is Baumgardener and Dubois. Let's not forget there was a show at Yulko on Friday, the same one Joe Kadua picked up his victory. Young Dennis McCann, in my opinion, again, that was I don't know. Was it one of them fights where maybe the young boy was asking for the fight? Because Dennis McCann is very young. I never say it right, but Ionut or Inyot or Satanut Baluta. That's what I'm saying. Baluta. This Baluta brother is an aggressive man. 29 years old. Remember, he lost a decision and he pushed a majority decision to Michael Conlon. That's a serious guy.
I'm just being real. I didn't see the fight, so I can't comment on it. Right?
Yes.
So many people DM me and said that was a robbery.
Yeah, I mean, I was there.
No, I'm just kidding. No, you know what? you're gonna see differently when you're sat there, right?
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie.
Right, you're gonna see things differently. But I didn't see the fight. But what I'm saying, the general consensus was that you were very fortunate to get the decision, right?
Yeah, but Gary Chains made a good point, and I like that as well. Me, I kind of felt the same way, Gary. At least he stepped up. You know, again, it's so much, I mean, ways of looking at it, but I was very impressed with Dennis. Just the skill, the patience, the combination, punching and everything. But I think the thing that stands out to me, watching it on the night, is that he's still very young. And it could be one of those fights where he's going to learn from the actual fight. I mean, he didn't get a loss. It was a majority draw. Or it could be detrimental to him in terms of how he is after this fight. But Dennis, as I say, he's a young kid, he's sprightly, he's got energy, he can fight, he's got a good chin because he took some clean shots.
I rate Dennis McCann, but I rate him because of the fights that I've seen before. I didn't see this fight. Like I said, the fights that I have seen of him, I rate the kid, but he's still a kid. And right, and how old is he?
22, I believe. 22.
Right,
yes.
but he's a young-looking 22 at that.
Yeah, he's a baby. Dennis is a baby.
Right? So I would say there's no rush, but like as Barry Kupti said, I'm keeping this for 100. Many people, and like in the morning were just, you guys have got to talk about this. Nah, it was a robbery. I said, well, I can't. You guys' eyes and my eyes are going to be totally different. So I'm going to have to go and watch the fight first before I have any comments to make about that. But I still wish the young you all the best in his career, because you know what? At least he stepped up. At least he said, right, I'm going to go in there with because I want to test myself.
Yes.
Now he's been in that test. Now he's going to raise up to that level, drop down a level, or stay at that level. And let's hope, please God, that he raises up a level.
No, but I'll be honest with you.
To lie to me,
I know. Like, he's young enough to try all the above mentioned. You see what I'm saying? They can drop him down a level, but he's 22 years old. He turned professional when he was 17 years old. He's literally had to grow up and become a man very, very quickly. And at the age of 22, I still feel there's a lot of time for Dennis. Great fan base. He loves it. He come in, the dancing, the music, everything. You can see he wants to be a superstar. He does look like he has the potential to be a superstar, but again, it's boxing. Sometimes it's the fighters themselves where they're so young, they want to step up, they want to challenge it. So respect to Dennis for challenging himself, and respect to Baluta. We can't forget that. He's always in the away corner. He never, this guy never gets it's never in his favor. And you know, he put on a good performance as well. Good fight, great fight. All right, let's get cracking with the main subjects. Which one do you want to start with, Spence?
I want to start it because I want to end the show on a high. This drugs thing in boxing, Tundi.
Oh my god, bro.
Tundi, it's getting ridiculous.
This thing here.
From you see, Tete's been banned for 4 years, you know.
4 yes! Don't let me start.
He's done. He's done.
Yeah. And you know his passport is already 39 already. You know Tete is already 39. He was 39
Tete's done. Tundi, Tete is done. D-U-N-E.
Bro, Tete
right?
definitely forged his passport. Because whatever age, just add on 7 years. Because you know he come from the motherland, so it's 7 years. So 7 years on top of what he currently is, plus a 4-year ban. He's done at here.
Exactly. So Tundi, when he comes back to fight, he's 53.
It's true. He's done that here. He just he might just come back and do as George Foreman because 4 years is not a joke. Yeah, or he might just try to move like Luis Ortiz. I bet he must try that one because they literally have said, you know what, Tete, you had a good run, mate, but guess what? You're done. You're done.
Listen, I'll tell you when I was upset with Tete when Tete pulled out of the super competition.
Yeah,
and he ended up fighting Anui, yeah? And it didn't happen. And from then I had my reservations about him. But
you know what? It's so funny, you know. This game is funny, you know. Sometimes people say things to you and then it just comes full circle. You know, the everything's just joined up. I remember, Leon Woodstock's trainer said that Tete was in the gym, and when he finished training, there was a puddle of water. He dropped so much weight, and that's apparently the drug that he's been caught with.
Okay, then, right.
The weight-making drug.
Right. So, end of the day, listen, you've been caught, you've been banned, and that's that. Liverpool till I die. Big up yourself, right? Escobar must have reached the boxing scene, jolting, and it is. Listen, Tundi, it's every blinking week, and you know I'm gonna break it down, right? Because I'm not putting the onus directly on the fighters.
No,
right? No, I'm not, and I'm gonna tell you why, Tundi. I'm gonna tell you why. I don't want you to listen to me. You see, when you are around teachers in the game, anyone can just walk into the gym now, have 2 white collar fights.
That's true.
Right? Have 2 white collar fights. Then, next thing, after they've had the 2 white collar fights...
Nah, stop. I'm just thinking about this Tete, brother, you know. Eastern liberties. No, you know when the man's talking to you and then you start reasoning what's going on. This guy, that's why he was banging man out.
Ton.
Bro, sorry, I'm saying a brother word.
Right.
No, it's cheap. Anyway, carry on, Spence. Sorry to cut you. You know, like
no.
Come up in your head.
Yeah. Listen. Tete rightfully should be banned. Right? Rightfully should be banned because you've been caught bang to rights. So hold your ban. I'm not defending you. All drug streets. You got to think about it when you're a drug street in this game, right? Because I know professional fighters, ex-professional fighters, Sunday, who are walking around on their heels. Right? I know ex-professional fighters who are driving their car, right? So they come into my house, they're driving in their car and they forget where I live.
Yeah. Toolkit.
Right? I know ex-professional fighters whose wives are phoning me to say, come and get my husband because he's out in the park right now because he's saying he doesn't want to come home. He's in the park. I've got to go and I don't want to call their names. I have to go and collect their their husbands, and drive them home. So don't think this thing ain't no joke. This thing is very, very serious. So if you're taking drugs now to enhance even to get down to weight, right? No, I ain't got no time for you, right? And the only way that we're going to improve this thing here, yeah, is if we can prove within a shadow of a doubt that you're on this thing, that you get a lifetime ban. Not a 10-year ban, you get a lifetime ban. Reason why? Because I've been around fighters, professional fighters who can't walk now. I've been around good men who've been in very hard wars. You know what I mean? September of 91. What happened to Michael Watson? You know what I mean? I was at that fight, son.
Come on, toolkit.
Right? I was at that fight at Tottenham Hotspur. So no one can't. So I've seen how dangerous this sport is. I was a little kid then, son. I was 16 years old. So no, if you get done and it's found and they can prove with a shadow of a doubt, you should be banned for life. I have said it. I don't even care if you could be a guy in it and means brethrens. You should be banned for life.
Ban him. I don't business. There's no brethren because, as I said, the fundamental objective of boxing is to render your opponent unconscious.
Thank you.
So you're trying to render me unconscious, and you're not on a level playing field. And please, Spencer, if you have not watched it, after this show finishes, go and watch the documentary on Victor Conte on Netflix. I couldn't, and I think the sad thing is, after I watched it, I switched on the computer, Elisa Baumgardener. I said, what the? I couldn't believe it.
Right.
But that documentary, I'm trying to get the name. It is Everyone on The Fight Is Right. After this show, go and watch that documentary.
But you know, Victor Conte is working with Terence Crawford now, isn't it?
Yeah, listen, Devin Haney, all of them.
Right.
All of them. And it's surrounded by, it's called the Hall of Shame.
Huh.
The Hall of Shame. And Victor Conte is there showing a little bit of remorse. But what you have to understand is that, Victor Conte, is that you are saying that you didn't know, but the athletes themselves are saying Victor Conte was giving us the tip. So Tim Montgomery, they actually had I don't want to spoil it for everybody, but Tim Montgomery is the athlete, the one who broke the world record. Drugs. Marion Jones, drugs. Barry Bonds, the baseball player, drugs.
Remember, his head started to get really big, innit?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Tim, hear the joke now. This is when I know this thing was serious. The man was bench pressing, I think it was something like 165, yeah? He go and link these man here. Sorry, I'm talking a certain way. He went and linked these man, Conte and them man. Within 8 weeks or so, the man was lifting 265. So you've turned a human being into Fantastic Four. Them kind of man there. You're the Marvel man. That's it, man. You're the man who watched the Marvel.
The thing. Yeah. Mad. So that's something.
How are you supposed to compete, Spence?
You can't listen to me. Let me tell you this now, yeah? I just want you to realize this part here.
Cyborg. In the building.
This job, listen. The Baumgardener thing, right?
Yeah.
The two things, because I see like a lot of things where people put up, we could tell by her size. No, she's always been big from she's been a little girl. Yeah? She has been.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Mendy, for your $9.99. This is the best boxing show available. Blessings, fellas. Appreciate the knowledge. I appreciate you too. Thank you. Listen, Tony. Let's just thank you. Amanda said Luke Cage. I'm telling you this.
Luke Cage.
They got the super serum in the Marvel comics, yeah? what they gave to Captain America, right? When he was that little Marga Steve Rogers and he took the thing and he just got some different superpower, right? Now you have to ask yourself now, what is this serum? Why the reason why fighters are now, because now there's a massive influx of SNC coaches, right?
There you go.
Right? Tundi, do you use SNC coach?
SNC what? SNC strength and conditioning is press ups and pull ups.
Thank you very much. Now,
Press up and medicine ball. And
right,
medicine ball.
right. Now, and you know why we got these strength and conditioning coaches right now? Because everybody wants a new angle. Well, I need to do my strength and conditioning now because it's because of this. You should know what you have to go and do. Sugar Robinson never used no strength and conditioning coach. And let me tell you this now.
Go on, sir.
It'd knock out most men today.
Yeah. But
Bring in the middleweight to Sugar Robinson and see what you do.
You know what? Listen, I've got nothing against strength and conditioning coach. Old fighters were doing weights. They were doing weightlifting. No doubt about it. It's in America. But what has happened? See, Tim Montgomery, and this is a good point that you made, Spencer. Tim Montgomery said he achieved greatness clean first. But he was so after breaking Ben Johnson's record, is that, bro, I'm doing anything now. Let me call these man here and just juice up myself. And he became Superman. But what he actually said is that as a clean athlete, he achieved greatness. So wherever there's money involved, it shows that there are certain individuals that are prepared to put, I mean, this is running. In running, you ain't taking a man's life. In boxing, as I've already said, the objective is to render your opponent unconscious. So why should you be getting a 2-year ban when it's been proven that you're taking performance enhancement medication?
Like I said, Ton, end of the day, let's call it as it is, yeah? The Baumgardener thing, if she's guilty, ban her, right? And she'll be no simple ban.
Bro, you sound like them old Jamaican people.
That's right. Ban her, bro. No, Ton, I'm being real. Get rid of her. I don't need you in my sport, right? Any person caught in this, you know why is this like, look at this, yeah? Do you know how many times when man would turn around and say, oh, but look at the size of any yard. When I'm saying, what kind of foolishness is this? I know that's Yaman Banana. Or should I say oxtail and chips?
Oxtail and chips.
Right.
Yeah, come on.
Now, if you get caught, like I said, if you get caught on these things, get rid of you. We don't want you in the sport. I don't care who you are. You could be my brethren. I don't care. Get you out of this sport, because I'm trying to say this. We're living now well, especially when I'm dealing with, I'm going to deal with boxing. I ain't going to deal with no other sport. I'm going to deal with boxing because that's what I know from being a kid. When you are participating in boxing, what happens is now, because we've got so many hurry-come-up trainers in it, right? Who ain't paid their dues, you don't know the little tricks in the trade and the mechanics in the business. They'll come in there, and because they know they can't compete with the psychological and the spiritual elements of certain trainers, they're going to say, well, right, how am I going to compete with this man? Well, now, if you take this now, right, and this is how it goes, and that's disgusting. It's disgusting because I'm sick and tired of these people that are sneaking in this sport, not paying their dues, and trying to come into this sport. No, I'm talking the thing. I'm coming into this sport, and they're the ones who are mashing it up. They're the ones because they're so frightened, right? Because they haven't got the capacity to have been learnt, or the capacity to download the information and then pass it on to their fighter. So therefore, you got to be this stronger. And certain times you're taking this thing, don't make you a better technical fighter. Doesn't make you a better technical fighter. You know what I mean? I'll tell you this now for straight. Go bring any steroids, man, right now and put them in with Archie Moore if Archie Moore don't knock you out. Any light heavyweight.
You know what? I did kind of think like that, first of all, Spence. Yeah, remember, I've always said, but you can be, Fernando Vargas was on PEDs when he fought Oscar. Oscar clap him out.
Clap him out.
But what I'm saying is that there is always that potential for danger when you're on performance-enhancing drugs. So that's why it's unfair, regardless if the fighter is highly skilled. Of all the opponents, I'm talking for myself now, Anthony Yarder's face, we don't know how many is on drugs, Spence. We don't know how many's on drugs. What we do know is Kovalev was caught for steroids after he fought Anthony.
Tun, I'm gonna be real with you. No, you started. You shouldn't even have mentioned that one there. I'm gonna be real with you. That would not have surprised me because I know that he got caught for drugs after he fought Yard, yeah?
Canelo.
And Canelo. When he fought Yard, he was on the ting, bro. Because he survived that round. He was on the ting. And that's that. I've said it. You can't sue me. And no one can't say, well, you can't say that. I can say that because you got caught for it after. You got caught after the Canelo fight. So as far as I'm concerned, what do you think you just, I'm just going to take it for the Canelo fight? You was on it for a long time, bro.
Well, I've got to be a bit more.
Yeah, you have to be reserved. Don't say nothing.
Yeah, I can't say that. What I've
said it. I don't care. It's another one.
All I'm saying is we don't know. Floyd said the same thing. We don't know how long Mosley was on the ting. Because, again, Mosley was one of the boxers that was with Balco. It seems to me that these guys are... The thing what upset me when I watched the documentary is that, Spence, these guys have gone to a next level. They got creams. That's why when you go boxing shows, bruv, wash your hands. Because they now got creams that you rub it into your body, like my cream here that I'm not even gonna show the people the cream, the magic cream.
You're not gonna show them the cocoa butter. Don't worry about it. Because you are the original cocoa butter kid.
The cream goes into your system. It's drugs. It's like
so that's the madness.
I'm like, it's a very, very disturbing situation. Boxing is currently in. Man said I'm not hiding the astral cream. Nah. Bro, every man used to have astral cream in their yard. Everybody have astral cream.
What are you talking about? I still got it now. Man.
Yeah, don't let them
in the blue tub. Don't muck around with that power. That's powerful cream, bro.
Yeah. Astral cream is the one. But yeah, where boxing is going through a situation now whereby I'll put it this way. I'm glad it's being highlighted, Spence, because it appears that this thing has been rampant for a very long time. And what I didn't realize is how long. When I watched the documentary, I'm like, hold on, this is all 15 years ago, 20 years ago. So we are now in the year 2023, and it's now being exposed in the boxing industry. And they are being so technical with this thing that they have the cut-off cycle thing. You understand?
Of course they have the cut-off cycle because how it goes on certain drugs that you take here, it makes your it boosts your testosterone level so much, yeah? Then when you come off of the medication, because you go over a course, yeah? Say you go on like a 3-month course of it, yeah? Then what happens is your testosterone level drops. Then you have to take a booster to level it, not to get up high again, just to level it. And that's where enough people getting caught on this world. I mean, that Clem Med and all these kind of, that's how they get caught. But I'm saying, if you get caught for drugs, I'm going to tell you again, straight ban. No coming back from it. Execution. You know what I mean? Put him in a hole. No dope kicking. Because this game is I can't even say game because you can't play boxing. Boxing is so serious. You know what I mean?
Again,
so serious.
You read that, Spence?
It's crazy. Kovalev had the same trainer as I didn't even know that. He did. Of course he did. Yeah, as White. But I love his trainer. Real talk. But it's crazy. All right. Yeah, I mean, I'm not pointing the finger at Buddy McGurk. Buddy McGurk is an old school technician, right? Old school technician. Buddy McGurk is now also working with Dan Aziz. Dan Aziz has a big fight coming up next month after next, against Joshua Boatsy. I mean, it's a big fight. It's that's a juicy fight. You know what I mean? I just hope that Dan don't come up on Dan. Please, Dan, don't take no drinks. Don't take no cream. No, I'm just being real, Ton.
Don't even put that energy out there. Dan is our guy. Don't put that energy out there. But Spence, what's your thoughts on how we deal with this moving forward?
Tundi, right? It's going to be very difficult simply because everything is down to economics. and somebody could get caught on something, right? Somebody could get caught on something or found something in them, but yeah, they could turn around and say, right, we're gonna take you to court, and the bodies that they take you to court will not have the funds to go to court. So they can.
Yeah.
It's all right having all these doping things and blah blah blah. Oh, this person got caught and that person got caught, but then someone could protest and say, right, you know what I mean, I'm taking you to court, and then
And,
VADA or UCAD, they ain't got the money.
and I heard today Eddie Hearn say the problem is that the testing costs $30,000. And so if you take, he said, if you look at the show on Friday, Baluta and these man, yeah, they got tested on the night, but what about the 12 weeks on the come up to the fight?
Exactly.
Because these men got cutting off times. This is
exactly.
I'm totally uneducated about this whole drug thing, but I'm being educated. I'm doing my research now, and it's a cause for concern, Spence.
No, it's a listen. The only reason why is because a lot of fighters are my friends, and trust me, there should be. You know what I mean, I know certain guys have been in the ring with certain guys and told me that this person hit harder than this person. I'm saying, how they hit that hard? And it all makes sense afterwards, because after all said and done and the smoke and the dust was settled, the fighter that a particular fighter, A fighter was talking about B fighter, saying that they hit really hard, and then turns out B fighters admitted to me that when they was fighting, they used to be on the thing.
Oh my! You know what? I heard a story today. The same thing. We don't want to turn this into
I'm
no
not calling no names, but I know.
We don't want to turn this into no EastEnders show. But a man was telling me, a former boxer, my brother was telling me, his guy, it's always his guy, that's why I don't really talk, was the guy that was supplying my man his whole career.
Listen, I don't want to get wicked. I know certain fighters right now in the game right now, yeah, that I know they're on the thing, right?
Because sorry, for those of us on the Fight Is Right who are not
accustomed to our colloquialisms,
accustomed to the road language and the street culture, the thing means simply means whatever the Spence, help me out here, mate. the thing is the thing. The thing is whatever it is. Like, yeah. My cup is the thing. The thing is the cup. Go ahead, Spencer. Carry on.
So, like I'm saying, I don't want to drag it in no longer because we've spoken about it enough. You know what I mean? And like, I think we're doing a great injustice to Daniel Dubois fighting for the unified heavyweight championship of the world this Saturday. Right?
Yes, sir.
Me, right? Yes, I think we're doing I'm saying, burn any drug sheet out there. You know what I mean? Go and learn to fight properly. But the reason why a lot of people are on drugs or all the rest of it is because you're a coward. Go and learn your trade properly. End of story.
Excellent. That's a great way to finish that.
Thank you very much, Sunday. But this week, Saturday, we do have something fantastic to look forward to. Britain's very own Daniel Dubois or Triple D.
Triple D.
I mean, Triple D is going out into Poland to challenge for the unified heavyweight championship of the world against Alexander Usyk. This is no joke, this fight. Simply because people who are sitting down, Tunde, and saying like Daniel Dubois has no chance, right? Go and watch Daniel Dubois' last 3 fights, and you will see a very good progression in how he puts his punches together, and he puts snap behind his punches, Tun. He really does. James Morrison, I don't want to leave you out because I'm so grateful for the $9.99. Tunde, you can put that one up and you can read that, sir.
1 second. Okay, thank you, James Morrison, for the $9.99. He says, what I don't understand is everyone who tests positive always say they're innocent. Why is no one ever guilty? Why don't people be honest when they are caught? Terrible. When tests are negative, there's no problem. And it's something I echoed on all the interviews I did on Friday. like, and this is why I kind of we're not disagreeing, Spence, but why I said that the fighters, they got to take some responsibility, Spence. They
Of
have
course
to.
they did.
They have to, because I'm like, you can't keep on saying I didn't know about it. I didn't know about it. But hold on, it's you consuming the thing. Sorry, the thing. it's you consuming the substance. It's you. You are the one. And if you're not aware or familiar with what it is you're putting in your body, then do the relevant checks. Check up. Go on the website, UCAD, VADA. Look out for the banned substances. This is something the fighters, the individuals themselves can do. You can't just trust a man that you never, it's not your dad, it's not your mum. It's like, you can't just trust someone that, yeah, hold on, take this water. There's no labeling on it. But guess what? Drink this, it will make you, it will help with your dehydration problem. So hold on, so what's in the water? You need to ask these questions, Spence. You need to ask the questions and then get the relevant answers or the right answers, so you know within your own mind that, okay, you have told me, I've done my research. So now when there's an adverse finding, you can say, Mr. British Boxing Board of Control, or Mr. UCAD or Mr. VADA, this is my strength and conditioner trainer. This is what he gave me. This is what he told me is in it. And I believed him. So we take it from there. If that's why I say it's a funny one, because if you knowingly do it, straight ban. And so if you're given something by someone, a team member or in your team, then bruv, it's your fault. Get rid of them, man. Then get rid of them. Anyway, let's go back to Daniel Dubois. Thank you for the 999, James Morrison.
If you think about it, yeah.
Yes.
Alexander Usyk, for all his accomplishments, right?
Yes.
He's been a pro for 10 years, coming out 10 years, right?
Yes, sir.
He's been a pro for 10 years. He's been a professional. He's only had 20 fights, ton.
Yep. I'm telling you, people overlooking Triple D. They're doing it again. I'm telling you, you people may be shocked on Saturday night, because what I know is this: Daniel Dubois has had the most the most devastating knockouts as a kid in junior amateur competitions. Out as a youth, Spence. The amount of ambulance that's come to Peacock Gym. Ask anyone that was at the Peacock Gym when Daniel was there. The amount of ambulances that have come to resuscitate man that Daniel clapped on the chin is mad. There's a certain boxer, I don't want to call no name. We took Daniel Dubois down to Brixton. Bro, that's done in a second. The dance was done in a second. So
I know. And the thing about it is, I know it is as well. I know it is. I remember.
So
but I'm not gonna say nothing. But yeah.
No. Because listen, you know what it is. You can. It's up to you. But I'm not saying it. But the point I'm making is that Daniel Dubois has what is known in boxing as the equalizer. And for all those who don't know, the equalizer with Denzel Washington is coming out 30th of August. Spence, we gotta go and see that, bro.
Come on, man.
That's my movie. That is my movie, The Equalizer. Daniel Dubois got it, Spence. He's got it in abundance. And let's not forget, again, it has some impact. Alexander Usyk recently lost his father. So it could just be the right time for Daniel Dubois.
Ton, I'm letting you know now, Daniel Dubois, after coming second best to Joe Joyce, has become progressively better. And you watch his fight against the little fat brother in America, yeah?
Why you call the brother fat brother? He's a brother.
He's fat.
I don't remember that guy's name, to be honest with you.
Yeah, exactly. When you see his belly was hanging over his trunks, yeah? when he won the regular WBA title, right?
Yes.
And his punches were improved sharp compared to the man that fought Joe Joyce. Then when he fights Lanera, and Lanera drop him, right? And he drop him with that sneaky left hand through the middle, and then he twisted his ankle. He broke his foot in it. He broke his ankle.
Yes, apparently.
And he broke his ankle, right? And he carried on fighting on, yeah, um, and he carried on fighting, and but look at the combinations of how he puts his shots together.
Yes.
The shots, he's becoming sharper each time that he fights, done. And because he's getting sharper each time he fights, it could actually be right time, right place, because Alexander Usyk is 36 years old.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What we can't overlook though is the experience of Alexander
Oh, it's
Usyk.
ridiculous. It's Tundi. Let's call it as it is.
Yeah.
It's mad experience. But one thing I got to salute Don Charles with, right? He's actually brought in Mr. Ali Bashir, who used to be Alexander Usyk's trainer.
Oh, Alexander. Yeah, but yeah. They just brought my man in as a face. To be honest, I'm not even lying. They
Nah,
just brought
Tundi.
him in as a face. 'Cause I've studied Usyk. And it's like they just used him and got rid of him when they wanted to.
Who?
Bashir.
Who used him? The
The
thingy
team.
man.
The team.
Maybe so. Maybe so. But he knows Usyk. And
It's
it's
a good.
enough.
I think that's a good
Yeah,
psychological move.
it's of course it is. Of course it is. Of course
Yeah,
it is.
you're right. You're right. You're right.
Right?
You're
So
right.
I'm saying all of those kind of things. Right. Is it a massive ask for Daniel Dubois? Absolutely is. Is it a hard task? Absolutely is. Would it rank up there as one of the greatest heavyweight upsets if he was to pull this off? Absolutely it would do. Right? It'd be
Yeah.
up there. Right? It'd be up there. But the thing what I cannot turn around is he's young, right? He's naive to a certain thing, which is a good thing because you can tell him just go into the fire, right? And try it and properly, and not only that, but he's around. And I see someone's put up on here, yeah. What's that? Rosie Manson said Daniel Dubois is a quitter, right? And I agree with you. He was a quitter.
Hey, Anton Allen made a great point. I'm going to put that out, but I'm looking for this comment that you're talking about, Spence. Read what did he say?
He said that Daniel Dubois is a quitter. He or she,
Oh,
right? I don't know. Rosie Manson, yeah?
yes.
That Daniel Dubois is a quitter. You don't have to put it up because I've read it, right? Yes, and I agree with you. Yes, Daniel Dubois was a quitter. But there's certain times when you've shown quit in you, like in the Joe Joyce fight, right? That you come back from it and then you've had a further chance to go and quit again and you never. Because in the Linares fight, he
Yes.
broke his
Yes.
ankle in the
Talk
first
your
round. He got
sense.
dropped 3 times and he could have said,
Talk
you know
it.
what, to hell with this, brother. You know what I mean? I got whatever I got that night for that. I got whatever I got. You know what I mean? Me and my family are financially good already because he's good. They're millionaires already. He could say, right, that's it. He said, no, brother. I'm not having this. I'm going to show you what I got. How about
Yes.
that, sunshine? Right? And he come back and he threw his hands. So, no, I'm not going to jump on that one. Oh, well, he's a quitter because he's proven to me that in the circumstance to prove yourself, he proved himself in that circumstance.
That is a very,
Right?
very good comeback retort to the quitter question. Anton Allen, Mr. ITV himself, interviews and documentaries. He said, side point, fellas, a Team GB runner was banned for taking a supplement he took from Amazon. The bottle didn't list all of the ingredients, i.e., what was listed wasn't banned. So they received a limited ban. So
All right.
again, you want to answer that first before I
Yeah,
have...
no. Right. So they're meant to get banned because you're dumb. If you're in that situation, you're gonna buy something from Amazon and say, "Oh, let me go and take it." Oh, you know what? Oh, but it didn't have the thing on the thing where it is. Listen, I know for a fact, yeah, because I bought this bed thing the other day from Amazon, ton, yeah. made a bed, right?
Got the beard black. Someone's already commented, mate. Someone's like, bro, Spence, you what? You dye your beard? What's going on?
No, it's a soap thing. It's a soap thing. They advertise it. I bought the soap. I said, right.
yeah. Sorry, mate.
I said, this soap powerful, ton.
I know where
Right.
to go with that. When
Right,
the
yeah,
beard
exactly. So, right. So I'm saying, if you are in that situation, do not take nothing. Rude boy, don't even take a tic tac because a tic tac shaped like a tablet. Don't take nothing unless it has been approved by a specialist. Enough man like to talk about age. I'm gonna touch on this one. Enough man like to talk about Anthony Joshua and all of the all the X amount of man that he's got around him, yeah?
Yes.
All these guys that he's got around him, right?
Yes.
But you know what? Them man serve a purpose because AJ ain't even drinking water unless it's double checked.
But he drank the Guinness though. I'm not gonna lie.
No. But you see, you know the thing of this. We have to talk on this Guinness thing really quickly. Because I see Crawford try to touch it. I said, I know for a fact you heard Tundi.
Yeah.
Right? Right. I know for a fact he heard.
Come on.
No, right? I don't know what that was all about. I think it was the adulation of everything else. But you should never be drinking from no next man. Are you mad?
Definitely not.
Right.
I said
simple as that.
This day, I think it was a publicity stunt, but maybe not. But whether it was or it wasn't a good.
But if it was, I know, like he was drinking his own blood and bogey because he had better blood and bogey than his man.
Can I just say one thing, Spence? Sorry to cut you. Going back to Anton's point, I think it kind of corroborates what I was saying. What I was saying is that in this case, the GB athlete had a limited ban because why? He could go back and trace where he got the supplement from.
Mm-hmm.
That's the difference. That's why, you're going to listen, we're going to ban you for your stupidity. You see what I'm saying? But you can't just say now, I'm not guilty. I don't know where the thing come from. Nah, mate. Nah. That one ain't work. So again, Anton, that was a great point, and the GB athlete rightly received a ban, but it was limited. That I can work with. I can work with that.
Yeah, so can I.
Yeah,
so
but
can
the one that I don't know how I got in my system. Nah, mate. Nah.
Spare me that nonsense, bro.
Nah.
I mean, spare me that nonsense. You know what it's like. You know what that's like, son. You know what that's like. You know what I mean? That's like a girl coming home pregnant. I say, well, I you know what I mean? It's exactly the same thing.
Why you gotta go there?
But it is though. But I don't know. Well, maybe you don't know, but your belly knows. I'll tell you that now for nothing. Spare me this foolishness.
All right. So, how does Daniel Dubois win this fight?
Watch round 9 of AJ versus Usyk 2. Watch round 9. Religiously watch round 9. Right? Don't get fooled into the Doctor Strange cerebral when he leans out that hand and he does that motion there, then tries to throw that shot, or then he goes down to the body, right? And also, Daniel Dubois throws a very, very good right and left uppercut, right?
Bro, his jab is ramward. When he lands it, it will take your head off.
All right.
But it's just, how does he do it? Like, that's like, I'm not even asking the question in my own mind, how does he does it? I'm just like, in my own mind, is like, bro, we're gonna bang him up. But Spence, coming from your, extensive knowledge in boxing and breakdowns of fights, how does Daniel deal with? You've already mentioned it, the cerebral and the mental fortitude of Alexander Usyk without tiring down the stretch.
Right. And I'm going to say this now. Man can be Doctor Strange all they want. Yeah? Which he is. He's bloody brilliant. Let's just call it as it is. He's bloody brilliant. And yes, Daniel Dubois is not meant to win this fight. But you know what? The mere fact that I want Daniel Dubois to win the fight, as far as I'm concerned, I'm not giving Usyk no check, no energy. Is Usyk from the ends? He's not from the ends. Right? No, so one Usyk. Right? I'm just calling it as it is. Right? So I'm saying now, stick it on my man. Straight standard.
There you go.
No long thing. Watch Lloyd Hannigan, 1986 September, how Lloyd Hannigan's mindset was, I'm just going to give it to you. Yes. How about that? Right? Yes. I'm gonna give it to you. I'm going to be relaxed but sharp. Not tense. Right? And I'm going to throw my hands. And every time that I hit you, I'm hitting you to hurt you. I'm not trying to fill you out. I'm not trying to box pretty with you because you're going to outbox me. Every time I'm in punching range, I ain't going to hit you to hurt you. I ain't going to punch shoulders. I ain't going to punch your spleen. I ain't going to punch you down in your ribs so hard that you're going to know what time it is. And if you can survive that after 4 or 5 rounds, you deserve to beat me.
Covered. Yeah.
Right? Up the fight, as Baba Tundi Ajayi says, bring the roadman science.
The roadman science has never been more called for in this
Okay.
fight. Do not talk about trying to outbox Alexander Sui. We've heard he's been dropped in sparring with body punches. We saw Artur Beterbiev drop him with body punches in the amateurs. So we know he can be hurt. He's a human being. He's not.
And
He's not.
Bacoli drop him in sparring as well.
Yeah, Bacoli dropped him in sparring. So we know he can be hurt. And so in that, boxing is more than just we do. Listen, I don't want people to misunderstand. When we're talking about roadman science, we're just talking more about a mentality. Like as Spence said, you hit him everywhere, all on the dry part of his elbow. You hit him there, anywhere on the side, anywhere in neck, and just brack him up. Go for it. Go for it because.
I spoke to Don Charles. Sorry, go on. Sorry, go on. Continue.
Yeah, one thing I don't want the team to misunderstand that Usyk can punch. He can punch because when I watched the AJ fight, he clapped AJ with a couple of shots that man up. You get what I'm saying? So it's them kind of punches where it's not explosive, but it's like I'm not gonna take.
No, of course. But come on, Tundi, he's an athlete at the end of the day, right? He's a well-accomplished athlete, amateur and professional. So you don't become an undisputed champion at cruiserweight and a unified champion at heavyweight if you don't know what you did. All right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's call it as it is, right? But let's be real. Look at his fight with Derek Chisora.
Yes, I'm gonna
look at his fight. Right, look at his fight. Look at Usyk's fight with Bradus. Look at Usyk's fight with the little mad Yankee youth there, your brethren, Michael Hunter. Right? He's your Bredgington, right? You go watch those fights.
I told Michael to come on the show, but now my
right, don't worry. You know he's sporadic because he's a sporadic human being. But big up Michael Hunter anyway, right?
Anyway,
so when you watch those fights, yeah, you start to wonder to yourself, like, if Daniel Dubois can have the mental fortitude, right, to say, you know what, 3 lions kind of thing, he can do this. I'm telling you. And I'm not saying this. We're not saying like when people give opinions because they have to give opinions. I'm saying he has a fantastic chance of doing this simply because I think Don Charles is the right man to be training him for this fight here.
Yeah. Yeah, right? Because you're right there. Because Don has got that thing. It's like, bro, we're going in there.
Exactly.
We're coming with all the spirit. So I think you're right in that respect. Let me just read out a few Snapchats. And we do know it's not called Snapchats. It's what we call it on this show. Thank you, Ikramuddin Zoin, for the 35 ZAR. He said, Dubois is a vicious body puncher. Usyk has been hurt and dropped from body punches. AJ hurt him with body punches in round 9. He can hurt Usyk badly. I have to agree. Ikram. There's another super chat, Snapchat. No, don't try and make me go back to saying the real thing. It's Snapchat. It's not super chat, it's Snapchat. Thank you, Boxing Circuit. Much appreciate the £10. He said Johnny Nelson has applauded Boatsi and Aziz for fighting each other rather than Bivol, because once you win a world title, you have to be ready to defend it. I just think it's too early for Dubois. Now, let me tell you why I don't agree with that. Was it too early for Mike Tyson? At 21 years of age?
20
years of age. If a man, Alex Ferguson, the great Alex Ferguson said, if you're good enough, you're old enough.
Simple as that.
Daniel Dubois is a junior phenom. He has knocked out almost everybody he's fought.
Mm-hmm.
You can't disrespect, or you can't, not that you're disrespecting in boxing, Carter. You can't take away from a man for challenging himself for trying to be great. And then disrespect him, then say, oh, it was too soon for him, when he does it. And then you want to applaud a man who is in his 30s, who's rejecting fights. How that makes sense? It don't make no sense, Boxing Circuit. So although who am I to counteract what Johnny Nelson says? I respect his opinion, but I have to say I don't agree with it.
Yeah, what I'm saying is this. Johnny Nelson's my guy. I love Johnny to bits. But on this one, Johnny's just saying things for sound bites. Right?
Trust me, Johnny. Bro, Johnny, we're gonna get you on there and call you up because
because Ton, if these men if Watsy and Aziz were signed to Frank Warren, he wouldn't be saying that. Just so happens that Johnny Nelson works at Sky and the fight's happening on a Sky platform. So, you know what I mean? Spare me. I want to end on this talk. Spare me.
No. It's one rule for something and another rule for
Exactly.
another. Credit Daniel Dubois. He's got the opportunity to create history, and whether or not he does or not, he's in that moment of time. Just like when the little girl with the weave on thing was singing our national anthem. What was her name? You know the girl I'm chatting about in this mess? But you was in the car with her. You was in the whip with her. And you put her on the loudspeaker. My girl with the weave on thing who was singing her own national anthem. Spencer, stop trying to go like you don't know the name. What's the name of the gal, man? What's the name of the gal? I don't even remember the name.
I like 1 second. I like 1 second. I got to deal with this Rosie. I got to deal with this Rosie man business here. Yeah, because they've come out here. I'm not even cussing my girl. My girl's cool, man.
Don't deal with the negativity first. Let's deal with the positivity, the laugh, the jokes, the sunshine. What's the girl with the weave?
I forgot her name, Tun.
National anthem.
I've forgotten her name. The diva.
Yeah. Man was dissing her.
Panchon Cruz.
Yeah, that's it. Man was dissing her, yeah. And I was saying, bro, I don't know why man's dissing her. This is her moment in time. She ain't never gonna, she may never get that opportunity again. She's going for greatness. She's got the opportunity. No, I'm not violating. I'm just stating a point that she is using her moment in time. She didn't win against my girl. What's the girl's name? Come on, Spence.
Savannah Marshall.
But she can go back. She can show her children. Say, look, mommy was doing her thing. Mommy was doing her thing. So I'm not disrespecting no man who is daring, no man or woman who is daring to be great. And that's where we have to credit Daniel Dubois. He's got an opportunity to rob all the belts in a bank robbery, literally in a bank robbery, and become the unified heavyweight champion of the world and become a marked man. So credit to Daniel Dubois.
Thank you. Let me just go back to this Rosie Mason, yeah?
Rosie Mason. All right.
Rosie Mason, if you can see their comment.
I'm trying to look for it.
And Rosie Mason states that this is bullshit. You are only supporting Triple D because of his ethnicity and because he's British. DDD has more chance of knitting frogs than he does of beating Usyk. And you know it.
Stop there. I saw some comments. Bro, you need to read the comments on Frank Warren when they done the press workout. The comments I was in stitches, bro. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, some people are so bad. I don't know where they make these things up. They just ain't got no love in their heart. I'm like, but anyway, Spence, address that, please.
Right, and I'm gonna address it. His ethnicity has nothing to do with the reason why I'm supporting Daniel Dubois. Right? Yes. The fact that he's British has a lot to do with why I am supporting.
Man said, shut it, Rosie.
Right? Has a lot to do with why I am supporting Daniel Dubois. It is not bullshit. Just like if somebody went to your school years after you left your school, but you found that they went to your school and they were doing, I don't know, they were playing football for England, you're going to be way behind them or whatever that's how it goes. Support is support. right? When it says your community, it means your common unity or the thing that aligned you to Unitarianism. So therefore, allow me from this, oh, this is the only reason. No. Also, it does help that the fact that we actually know Daniel Dubois. Tundi
Yeah.
actually used to train Daniel Dubois. Told me about this youth from when he was a little kid. Said, I got a kid. So spare me with this nonsense. So do you really want me to sit down on here right now and shit on the youth and say like, oh, well, you ain't going to go do this and you're going to get broke up? No, sirree. That's not coming from me. I am supporting a young man, Don Charles, close family friend as well, of myself and Tundi Ajayi. I am supporting them man hard. How about that one? If you don't like it, I guess you are not on the right channel. You need to go to somewhere else. But on The Fight Is Right, we back our own. And when we say our own, is the people who we can affiliate ourselves to and the people we got love and respect for. And I have said many things in the past against Daniel Dubois.
Yes, yeah.
Many things. I've murdered him. Right? When I met the dad at the thingy fight, country don't big up yourself. When I was at the Derek Chisora Tyson Fury, when Derek Chisora challenged Tyson Fury, I see the dad, and then was like, "Oh, Spencer, I think he's a bit hard on Dan." And I said, "No, brother, I have to talk my mind." He said certain things I didn't like, but you know what? It's all love. And me and the dad embrace. We're close ever since. You know what I mean? So spare me of the foolishness. I will speak my mind. But when it comes to support, I'm going to support people who show me love back. Simple as that.
Truth may hurt, but truth is truth.
Simple.
Truth may hurt, but truth is true. Oh, type Country Done. Yeah, Country Done said, Rosie, get out of here, man. True Ghanaian. Cool. Country, that's a true Ghanaian sentence. Get out of here, man. Get out of here, you foolish person.
Shut up.
Shut up. Let's carry on. This conversation is brilliant. So yeah, in terms of there was a comment that I put up, Spencer. Where do you? I can't find the comment, but I remember the comment because I did read it. Where do you rank Daniel Dubois as Usyk's toughest opponents?
He's not. I think Usyk's toughest opponent was actually Anthony Joshua. Right. To me, to be real. But what I am saying is this. I've seen Usyk against guys who don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Right? Michael Hunter, Derek Chisora. And if Dubois could go in there and like, I don't give a shit, and plus he punches harder than Derek Chisora and Michael Hunter. Right? He could do something. Is he tougher than those guys? Is he more experienced than those guys? No, he isn't. But he hits harder than those guys. But if you cannot, I don't give a shit, and just stick it on him, then I want to know what's going on. That's it.
How does Alexander Usyk beat Daniel Dubois?
To do exactly what he always does, Ton. You know what I mean? To box, to stand ground, and he may want to stand his ground because he's seen Daniel get hurt in his last fight against Lara and think, right, yeah, I'm going to stay there with you and try and clap you with that overhand left to see what's going to happen. But what I am saying is, Usyk is a very tall order for anybody. Yes. Because he gauges range so well. And the thing about it is this, even when he stands in punching range, Ton, he slightly adjusts himself to take the snap out of the shot. Like you think you're hitting him and you could be hitting him, but he takes that snap. You know, when we're saying to guys on certain fights, this is how dumb certain guys are. Certain guys say, when you teach your fighter to punch, are you teaching to punch through the target or are you teaching to explode on impact? Now, 9 times out of 10, a lot of these fish and chips are not Savaloy, because the Savaloy's got a little seasoning. But a lot of these fish and chip trainers are saying, punch through the target. Punch. You don't punch through the target. If I've got a rocket launcher and I want to blow up your house, I'm going to shoot the rocket launcher to explode and hit the brick. So when you're throwing your shots, you want to explode on impact so you can get the snap. If you're trying to punch through the target, you're not getting a snap on a shot. So what Usyk is very good at doing is he's very good at just slightly adjusting himself to take the snap out of your shots. I see him do it with Anthony Joshua a lot. When Anthony Joshua went down to his body, though, it did hurt him. But what he's good at sucking it up as well. And he's good at taking breathers in the round. He's not wait. Yeah, he's not. Yeah, he's not waiting for. He's not waiting for the bell to go to sit down. And, oh God, I need to. No, he's good at moving around and like composing himself to suck it up and compute information. But at the same time, he's computing. He's downloading energy because he's taking a rest. And then he throws that little silly jab, that silly jab, and then he throws the hard shots at you. He's a very good fighter, Ton. Very good fighter.
If Dubois, if thank you games you love, he or she says, if Dubois wins, is he above Anthony Joshua?
Yes, of course he is.
Yeah, he's got 3 belts.
What do you mean? You're saying like you're saying like if he of course he's going to be above Anthony Joshua because Anthony Joshua tried 2 times to beat Usyk and never.
Yes.
So if he fights him and he beats him, then obviously he's got to be above him. Let's be real.
Yeah, let's be real.
Right?
Take Me Back Pirate Radio Archive says people are still stuck on the Joe Joyce fight when DDD has progressed since then, and I think that echoes basically what you were saying, Spence. If we look at the progression since the Joyce fight, how Daniel is. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The last fight is when he mashed up his leg in it.
Yeah, that was December.
Sorry for the way I said that, but the last fight is when the last fight is when he mashed up his leg. But as you said, what was great about that is that he had the mental fortitude to suck it up. I was behind his sister who was shouting her head off. Caroline was shouting her head off. And he came through it and he stopped my guy. You know, so again, that shows right there an improvement. Whereas the Joyce fight, many feel that he could have carried on, but again, he was young in his career. He's still young now. And it saved him for this day. And we're hoping
Tundi, you know firsthand just how hard Daniel Dubois hits.
Bruv.
All right. Okay then. So I don't want to hear no other talk that you can hit. I know you're saying like, but it's whether because Usyk is this and that, and Usyk is so elusive, and right. Let's see how he behaves when he gets clapped by Daniel Dubois.
Yeah, because I don't think one thing I can say is I don't think. I mean, again, we said it last week. Power is determined by who's standing in front of you, and the test is going to be how Daniel Dubois is in front of Usyk and how Usyk is in front of Dubois. What we know with Alexander Usyk is that I don't think fear will come into it. It's just going to be how Daniel absorbs. That's what I'm saying, and I'm sure Donna's calculating for this. This ain't no feel-out fight.
No.
You can't be waiting to see if a man is feeling my energy. You got to put your energy on him immediately.
Listen, Ton, we're going around in circles. Yes, you know the role man thing. That is what he's got to go and do. Sugar Ray 29, thank you for the £10 what you just put in. Would... Yeah, let's Bobby Wright, yeah.
Let's see Bobby Wright.
Because it's a mandatory doesn't mean there's no rematch clause.
Does that mean
there isn't, but you don't know what kind of contract was signed for that fight to go ahead anyway. But there shouldn't be a rematch clause in process. I would
maybe if Daniel wins though.
Yeah, could be.
Yes,
could be.
There'll be a rematch
clause. Thank you very much, Sugar Ray 29 for the £10. I would like Dubois to do a Lloyd Hannigan, but Usyk, I feel, will be too fast and will give a boxing lesson. Dubois might not be able to catch him and run out of steam. I wish Triple D all the best.
Yes, and Sugar Ray 29, I feel that I mean, for us boxing people, that seems to be the general consensus. We just hope it don't happen. You know?
Yeah, exactly. I want to back him up.
I mean, Sugar Ray, you're obviously a boxing man yourself. And yeah, that's, on paper, I remember Muhammad Ali said, you don't give him a prayer, but he said, if one man hear that prayer.
Exactly.
If the right man hears that prayer.
Exactly. All right.
It's over.
All right.
So let's just.
October of 1974, he said that when he was up against big bad George Foreman, and we all know what happened then. I mean, he rope-a-doped him. So I don't Look, end of the day is this, right? Is it a massive ask for Daniel Dubois? It's a humongous ask for Daniel Dubois, right? Is the fight going to be very difficult for Daniel Dubois? Yes, it is. Is he a massive underdog going into this fight? Absolutely, he's a massive underdog going into this fight. But do we want him to win? Absolutely, we do. Can he do it? We pray that he does do it. And you know what? Go stick it on him. Show this brother a British Bulldog spirit and bring home the bacon, as they say. As simple as that.
Come on. Yeah, I think, man, listen, we got to go with Daniel. We need that. We need this. And I feel it sets up a great free fighters, what's the word? Free fighters competition in this country. So now we have Daniel Dubois in the mix. We have Tyson Fury in the mix. We have AJ in the mix. We have even 4. Joe Joyce will be in the mix. Hopefully he's victorious against Zili Zhang. All the marbles are in the UK, Spence.
Oh, trust me.
If Daniel does it, all the marbles are in the UK.
You know what? I'd love for Daniel Dubois to do it and make some mad money against Tyson Fury.
Crazy.
Right, make some crazy money against Tyson Fury. And God bless the whole of his family. That's all I got to say.
I mean, listen, do we go on other subjects or we just call it a night, Spence?
Nah, Ton, it's time to call it a night, bro.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to quit while you're ahead. It's been a fantastic.
Exactly. It's been a great show. I'm so grateful to have be back home with Tunde Ajayi. Maybe this week, well, it's going to be a bit hard because we're going to do the watch along for Saturday, no doubt.
Yeah, and then I think after that,
yeah, you got to disperse because I know you're in camp.
Yeah, because listen, we've been in camp.
Tunde's preparing to go to jail, but anyway, that's another story for another day.
We've been in camps 4 weeks already. We've got another month, another 4 weeks. I think I'll do the watch along. I mean, what's after that? Is anything after that? We got Canelo, right?
Yeah, Canelo. Yeah, Canelo's in September as well.
When's
so you got
Canelo?
I think it's the 30th or 23rd. Something.
I will be here for the Canelo because it's the week after. Cool. I think the last one I'll be doing is September the 2nd, which will be the Smith Eubank, and then the Sunday, and then that will be me done.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll do the watch along for Daniel Dubois, obviously, and then we got Smith Eubanks. That's gonna be a cracker. The Sunday show, and then that's me, and then you'll have to take control of the ship.
Well, seeing as you're talking, we just quickly touch on this. Turn. Smith's gonna break up Eubank, you know.
Bro, I think this is why people love the show, because we just saying the thing like how it is.
Done. I'm telling you now. Yeah? Eubank. Beaumax just getting a paycheck. Like, and I don't know, we're running down paycheck because he just had my man, Terence Crawford, make some mad money and he's manager and trainer, right? So I'm saying, he's just saying like, right, he just wants a little shopping money. He wants a trip to the UK to go meet the fans because Eubank's going to get broke up. I'm hearing from Eubank ain't even training, Tunde.
You sure?
Eubank is not training for this fight.
What's all the Instagram posts?
Because Tunde, I could look good for 15 seconds. Eubank ain't training.
Jason Matthews just nudged me on Instagram. Asked, what's the name of the Netflix documentary about the drug sheets?
It's big up Jason Matthews as well. Yeah, I mean,
it's
Method
called
Man.
The Hall of Shame, sir. It's called the Hall of Shame.
Right. Let me tell you again. Let me just big up Jay. Do you know how strong Jason Matthews was? The former WBO middleweight champion. I used to spar a lot with Jason.
Bro.
Right? Do you know how strong
he is? You see how big his hand is?
Tunde, I remember one time he clapped me down his spine. Like, it was like he threw a body shot. He threw a body shot to me, yeah? The body shot, he's like his rib went into my rib and threw me to the ground, you know?
Strong man.
Brother, let me just say you this, yeah? Them man weren't taking no peds. Them man was as natural. And I also remember, like, back in the day, you remember when Gladiators first come out?
Yes, sir.
Like he
Rhino
auditioned
and
for
them
it.
man there.
Yeah,
Rhino and them.
Rhino. Was it Shadow and all right?
Yeah.
And
Shadow,
like
remember Shadow. Yeah,
Shadow, Tunde's cousin, right? So they was like,
yeah.
I think Jason auditioned for it, but yeah, Jason Matthews was serious. The Method Man was a serious brother.
Remember
I'm
he
telling you this
clapped
now,
out Ryan Rhodes.
bro. And Ryan
Oh,
Rose is a hotshot superstar. He clapped him
yeah,
out. Listen.
he just messed up that apple cart. And this is what I'm saying, Spence. These things happen in boxing. The person that you think is going to win on that again last night on a lower level, you had this Cyrus. I think the name Cyrus Patterson. Yeah, I'm sure it's Cyrus Patterson. Let me just check. Cyrus Patterson was the man. He was fighting Conor Walker, who had a reasonable record. I think he was 12. Oh, he was 11. He was 11 and 2 losses and 1 draw coming in. Cyrus Patterson, they thought, yeah, he's only had 6 fights. Bro, my man took him out.
Okay, simple as that.
Took him out.
Let's
Took
not
him out.
underestimate nobody's chances in anything. But you know
Bro.
what I am going to do? I am going to go and watch that Netflix documentary.
Hey, Spence, 1,000,000% you're going to be texting me after that.
Yeah, I'm going to listen. As I jump off the air and I pack up and I go inside, right? I'm putting on that Netflix documentary straight
The
away.
Hall of Shame on the Untold.
Full of shame. I'm watching that right now.
Rad 2696, thank you for the 4.99, sir. He said, I know we are speaking about Usyk versus Dubois, but what's you guys' thoughts on Canelo versus Crawford at 168? Like, who do you both think wins and why, as I've got Bud? Well, we can't talk about that yet, simply because Canelo's got to deal with Charlo. And I'm saying that's not no easy fight. Charlo is an undefeated, undisputed champion at 154 who probably is going up to his natural weight.
There's no problem. He's going to his natural weight, son.
100%, because these guys are giants. These guys are giants. What we do know is Canelo is not afraid of bigger guys. Taking on Kovalev, taking on Callum Smith. Callum Smith looked like a giant compared to Canelo. I watched that fight a couple of days ago. Canelo's bad. That Canelo was bad because he was doing tricks in there. He was moving. He was enjoying himself in that fight. But is it no?
Yeah, very true. Tyrone Booth. Yes.
Hold on. Wait.
Charlo's not undefeated. He did lose to Tony Harrison.
Jamal's
right?
not undefeated.
No. The other one's
Jamal's undefeated.
Jamal was undefeated.
Oh,
Jamal's not.
because Jamal's the one with Ronnie Davis, right?
Ronnie Shields.
Ronnie Davis.
Ronnie Shields.
Ronnie Davis is old school. Chris Eubank trainer.
It's Eubank, because we talk about Eubank. That's why you're thinking about him. But but regardless of that, I'm happy for the fact. Like I watched. I have to also big up Uck from Akamaruk from DAZN, because Uck was doing. He's on the Breakfast Club. So they had Canelo in the Breakfast Club. So they had him in there as the boxing expert to speak about the fight. So that's kind of cool. So I got big up them, man. I like the progression. But I'm telling you this now, Ton. Canelo and this Bud thing, yeah? This is why I rate Terence Crawford. Because Terence Crawford's here, and he's done this from morning. He's done this from when he was a lightweight. He was calling out welterweights. And junior middleweights. From when he was a lightweight. Right? He just wants to pit himself against the best. Him doing the 1/6, because he was saying like, if you could get down to 160, I'd fight you. And Canelo said, I can't do that. No, I can't do it. So that's not gonna happen. Forget it. That's not gonna happen. That fight's not gonna happen, unfortunately. But it is what it is.
Well,
anyway,
we're forgetting about Benavidez, who's a problem at 160.
No one don't call his name, Ton. They don't want him.
No one ain't calling his name.
They don't want him.
No one ain't calling his name. All right, Act 5 absolutely is the answer to that question. I trained Daniel Dubois. I trained Daniel. And remember, I was training Afolabi. Remember when he came over? He was with Freddie Roach. He said if he wasn't with Freddie Roach in California, he'd be training me. He was doing cruiserweight at the time, but he did have a stint up at heavyweight. Yeah, man, I've been known. Done a little move around with Shannon the Cannon, who always claims I'm his trainer. But yeah, listen, it's boxing. It's boxing. Some of the smallest men in history have trained the biggest men.
Trust me.
And so I
Right.
don't
Do you
think
know
size,
how tiny Eddie Futch was, Sunday?
yeah, size is not
Okay,
really
then. You know how
to do with.
tiny Angelo Andy was?
Yes, sir. It's training. It's the
Hey.
teaching. It's the
All right,
teaching.
then.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to hold us here too longer because tomorrow is Monday, and for most of us, we're getting ready for the week ahead. Excellent show this weekend, Spence. We managed to hold 500 minimum
Come on, salute to
for this
everyone that
whole
listened
show.
in.
It never went below 500. So people are watching.
Come on.
People are watching and people are entertained, and because in this thing here you get banter, you get facts, you get knowledge. Adam Azim also is, I think, the chief support. I spoke to his dad last night or Friday night at the show. He said Adam is chief support to the Smith Eubanks, which is good. I wasn't happy that they was keep on making him top the bill. Bro, let the youth learn. You get what I'm saying? You put
Yeah,
him top of the bill, top of the bill, top of the bill. He's still got a
I'll tell
long
you
way.
why. I'll tell you why. I'm going to quickly touch on it. I'll tell you why they are. Because unfortunately, the boxer group haven't got ready-made stars. They got to produce a star. So they're thinking like, let's boost this kid Adam Azim. But he can fight. I have to give him that. He can fight. He can fight.
He's young. He's young.
But he's young. So sometimes you need to because when you get all the top of the bill, top of the bill, top of the bill. I remember that. I think Colin McMillan on his 6th professional fight was top of the bill. Right? His career never lasted long, Dalton.
Who is that?
Colin McMillan. Remember, he bust his shoulder. He bust his shoulder in one of his fights.
We was all on the stage on Friday night, you know. Me, Colin, Tony Cisse. Yeah, man, it
Okay.
was good up there. Andy,
Right.
was all
You
there.
know what I mean? So I don't like when guys are rushing to top bill early on. When they're rushing to top bill, they're putting added pressure on you. You're meant to grow into being that top of the bill kind of guy.
Well,
But
maybe,
it is what it is.
it's a good bill for him to be on, and it's good exposure, and I'm glad he's getting a run out. Commiserations to the Lionesses losing to Spain in the World Cup final today. Come on, man.
You know what, John? I was speaking to Nigel Ben. Earlier, and like, because he was gonna jump on, but you know the time difference, because 9 hours difference. He's in Australia, and he goes, So he goes, Nigel goes, nah, Spence, let's do an interview now. I said, bro, I got to do the shopping, mate, or my missus will kill me. He goes, he goes, all right then. Well, after the match, he was so hurt that England lost. So he didn't even phone me, bro. He was hurt.
Philip Anser said it's not coming home. But listen, we got to the final, so can't be too disappointed with that.
That's a massive accomplishment.
Yes,
and it's a match. And look, let's give them 2 minutes to see how women's sport has so greatly progressed, and the hype of this World Cup that it's got. It's only a good thing. I mean, it's only a good thing. It's a good thing. It's a great thing.
And to finish up, John Khan, yes, I do rate young McCann. Big fan of his. I think he's an excellent talent and got a great potential. And hopefully, the fight what he had wasn't too damaging the other night. But he can come again and he can learn. He can go into a couple of learning fights at a lower level. Then boom, maybe rematch that kid again, and he'll beat him. But it's just time. Everything is timing. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for joining me and the wonderful co-host, my brother from another, Mr. Spencer, the Knowledge, Fearon, on our weekly dance. Coming like a dance. Everyone's up in the building. Let's say, let me just read out the guests. Thank you, Sammy Ali, Act 5, John Khan, Checkmate, 734, Tyrone Booth, Nathan Bailey, Young Jesus, who else? Games Are You, Mob Vlogs, Nas A, in the building. What's that? Bent Zan was here. Take Me Back Pirate Radio Archives, Alan Skill, Gary Chains, Kurt Campbell, Barry Cobbs, Country Don, aka
brother.
my brother from another, Trevor OJ, Thomas J. Riley, John Kahn, Kevin Worrell. The list goes on and on. Sugar Ray 29, Philip Answer, Jermaine Maniac, Peckham Mandem in the building, Tyrone Booth. Listen, Sunset, just too much. Too much. Adi Fasan, iBoxing Hub. Yeah, we're all here. We're all here. The regulars. Paul's Punches, Easier, Michael Manning, Daniel Day, Anup. There's so many of you. I know I've missed a lot of you. Lifetime Eon. But suffice to say, it has been an absolute pleasure to have you all with us this Sunday evening. And without doubt, you will see us next week. The watch along. Daniel Dubois aims to shock the boxing world by becoming the unified heavyweight champion of the world and bracking up Alexander Usyk with his great trainer Don Charles in the corner, getting his just deserves after so many years in the sport. And we'll be there to cheer him on, Spence.
Come on.
Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, let us end the show in exactly the same way we started it, in the wonderful words of dream it, believe it, become it.
Coming up. Have a beautiful week. Ladies and gentlemen, peace to fingers. We out.